Are you ready to start power leveling hunting or just make billions easily in Black Desert? Welcome back to the one channel that wastes weeks of time so that you don't have to. My name's Teddy, and because it's been a long time since I made a video on Matchlock Hunting, today I'm back to Matchlock Hunt for easy billions now that the Wild Spark drop has been increased. I'll be going down everything from gear to locations perfect for making money in Black Desert, so if you find this helpful, leave a like, hype this up, and let's just jump right into this. If you're new to hunting, Matchlock Hunting is pretty simple once you get the hang of it. So here's a brief rundown on everything needed to succeed at Matchlock Hunting. Starting off, your hunting level determines the level of matchlock you can equip, the amount of shots it can grant, and awards mastery at each level. Hunting mastery, however, increases the chances of butchering more items, increased chance for rare drops like sharps, black gems, or wild spark byproducts, and increases the tier of hunting trophies used to make the hunting trade items. Higher level mastery can bypass the hunting level needed for Matchlocks 2 for those just starting out. Something the game doesn't mention is gathering item drop rate also increases how many items are butchered, and Hedgehog can double the loot table while gathering. Other important stats when it comes to Matchlock Hunting only is attack speed for faster reloading, critical hit and rate for faster kills, stamina for running, back attack for those harder to kill animals, movement speed, and all special attack extra damage for harder back attacks and crits. When it comes to the actual hunting mechanics, you'll have to equip a matchlock in order to kill only the animals with the wild tag before the name, or you won't be able to loot the animal. Shooting is done with the left mouse button, consuming 1 shot and 1 durability, while reloading is done with the right click. Hitting Q lets you crouch to increase range, increase the shooting speed, and the reload speed. We have a special AoE blast that can be shot hitting F on PC that consumes 100 of your Black Spirit Rage, and a single shot. For holding down the direction and tapping shift lets you dodge, or holding down the shift then moving a direction lets you run. While shooting, the matchlock back attacks do more damage, and to loot the animal once it's dead, you'll need a butcher's knife to gather, which uses 1 energy and durability. After the byproduct update, the difficulty of the animal now determines the amount of byproducts earned while butchering. Now let's talk about the gear. I recommend using at least the Tri-Manos Hunter Clothes for the defense, with Tet and Pen Manos able to defend anything until sniper hunting. The lower Logia and Blue Grade can be used if you're just starting out, but it does provide less defense. For accessories, these are whatever you can afford, with Logia being the cheapest and the easiest to enhance, Manos being mid-game, and Prion being the endgame life skill accessories. Using Manos and Prion gives an additional experience on each piece, more experience for each pair worn, with Prion offering yet another set bonus for every 2 worn, and when wearing Prion, you also get the use of the Dawn Crystal slots for additional experience. All Logia and Blue Life gear can be bought from Zarya here in Velia, Manos can be crafted, Prion has to be converted from Manos, and everything can just be bought off the central market too to save time. Next, we have the costumes. We now have 2 options here, with the professional hunter clothes from the luxury vendor being converted into a costume using the equipment tailoring coupon bought from the Pearl Shop, or a free one can be earned from the Honor to the Trading Family quest. This is an okay option, only offering plus 10% hunting experience, plus 10% discovery radius, and negative 50% all damage, but it's still an option. The better choice is going to be the Bare Necessities costume from the Pearl Shop. This thing not only looks adorable and fits the hunting feel, but comes with plus 15% hunting experience for wearing just the hat, an extra shot for the matchlock for wearing the chest, then we get another plus 15% hunting experience and plus 2 to attack and crit for wearing the set. This will be the better option, but it does cost more pearls. Moving on, we have the tools. For the butcher's knife, when starting out, the magic butcher knife is the best option, offering plus 80% gathering item drop rate when butchering, but once you start dealing with mastery, the Logia is the cheapest and the best for those not really serious about hunting. For those wanting to be more serious, Manos butcher knife is going to be the best option, with it being branded and being able to be enhanced up to pen, but any enhancement level can be used. The hunter tools is like the clothes and accessories. Logia is the easiest and the cheapest, while Manos is going to be the best in slot, offering the most bonuses at pen. All green and blue grade can be bought from Zarya and Velia, Manos can be crafted, and any other piece of gear can be bought off the central market too. Matchlock should be an easy thing to figure out, with beginner's matchlock all the way up to the master matchlock, all named by their hunting tier needed. Getting your first matchlock for free can be done by completing the hunting section in the progression pass once you graduate your season, which can be found here at the top of the screen, either made at the tool workshop or can be bought off the central market. Don't forget, once you have a master matchlock, it can be branded using an item spell brand stone for more durability reduction resist. While almost completely pay to win, there are some items for hunting that will increase how much experience or money can be earned, so it is worth mentioning. Starting off, we have everyone's favorite, the Nefart campsite. One of the most expensive pearl items we can get under the character skins, this campsite has the ability to use the turning gate buffs from the tent if the secret book of the old moon sub is active or a villa invite is in your inventory. Not only that, but this allows us to store extra items or repair without leaving the area. Don't forget, there is a normal free campsite that can be used, but it requires rebuying each part once they break. The next pearl item we have is a little otter carrier. Even though this is for fishing, buying one of these from the pearl shop offers one useful bonus used for almost any life skill, plus 10% durability reduction resist. Like with branding your tools and your matchlock, having that extra plus 10% can have you hunting longer without needing to pull your tent up. Moving away from the pay to win, now we have the more grindy items. One of the most important items for hunting is going to be the infinite health potion. While you can use the lesser health potions, having an infinite health potion reduces the weight needed and needing to stop to buy more health potions once you run out. This will take longer needing to mob grind for it, or it can just be bought off the central market. If you thought the Garmoth heart was only for PvE, sadly, this heart can boost either how fast animals can be hunted or the experience earned. With the heart placed on any awakening weapon, it unlocks the corner crystal preset slots, which is highly recommended for any life skiller. These can either be dropped once in every 1,000 years killing Garmy, a free one is given out for completing the Garmoth quest line, rarely during events, or can just be bought off the central market. The other item to take a look at is going to be the Caphras Journal of Nature. This doesn't really increase the amount of money that can be made, but it does have the plus 10% life experience earned, which can speed up power leveling, and I think it's a must for anyone. Getting this is rewarded for completing the Caphras record under the Crow's Merchant section. Hunting artifacts are easy, having 3 options. The first artifacts you'll have are the generic life experience and mastery artifacts found from doing any life skill, but as you start hunting, you'll have a chance of getting the plus 5% hunting experience and the plus 10 hunting mastery artifacts from butchering the mobs. For the more advanced hunters, we have artifacts like the Khalil Black Spirit's Rage Max Increase artifacts. This will increase the amount of rage we get from attacking or being hit, allowing us to build the Matchlock special act a lot faster. As for the Lightstone combinations, if you're just getting into hunting, here are the 2 easiest combinations. First is the Canine's Tooth that gives plus 8% crit chance, plus 13 hunting experience, plus 25 hunting mastery, and plus 2 to attack and crit level. The other Lightstone combination is Blink of an Eye, providing plus 10% hunting experience, plus 20 hunting mastery, plus 1 attack speed, plus 2 crit hit, and finally plus 10% matchlock reload speed. All Lightstones can be easily converted from artifacts or bought off the central market, with the amplified version of the Lightstones that can be used in the place of lower versions for higher stats but will cost more or has to be crafted from the crystallized energy of end times dropped from Adania grind zones. We have a few different options when it comes to alchemy stones when hunting. The first stones are the life alchemy stones, and when you're just starting out, the trance tier is going to be the easiest and probably one of the first ones you'll find, getting it free from the Fulgur questline. This stone comes with plus 30% life experience, plus 50 to weight limit, and plus 10% gathering item drop rate. Other than the experience, the sharp alchemy stone of life is going to be the best option before gambling with the higher stones. Using one applies plus 75 to weight limit and plus 13% to gathering item drop rate. Next, you'll want a Khan's Heart. The Khan's Heart is going to be less stats than the Sharp Alchemy Stone of Life, but it comes with one caveat. Besides the plus 30% life experience, like the Trance here on use, just for wearing, we have plus 25 Mastery, which is great for breaking any brackets. This can be worn after proccing your Life Alchemy Stone and a Destruction Stone at the same time. And lastly, we have the Destruction Alchemy Stone for the increased attack speed. The higher the better, with the Sharp and Vel's Heart sharing the same plus 5 attack speed on use, but I tend to stick to the Sharp being able to be enhanced higher one day. Alchemy Stones can be crafted or can just be bought off the central market. And one final thing, both the Vel's Heart Sharps and any Destruction Stone from Sharp up can be blessed to increase your defense. Crystal presets can be easy once you get the hang of all the important hunting stats. To give you a couple ideas, here are the 2 presets I use. The first crystal preset I use is more focused on killing faster with mastery and life experience as an afterthought since I'm Guru 35. The gear and seer is perfect for the special attack extra damage. Depending on the animal, I'll either use 2 Mysterious Darkness for the extra back attack damage, or 2 Corrupted Magic Crystals on my Mystic to add more crit hit damage. Next, I like using 2 Glorious Oculus and Aquarad since they can be stacked together, applying plus 1% attack speed each. Lastly, to get my attack and crit at level 5, I'm using a Wand and Bond Magic Crystal Karma. With the last spots, I filled them in with the Breathing Vidir to increase hunting mastery and earn more hunting experience. As for the Dawn Crystals, sadly, I only have the 3 Jinn and 1 Wand at the moment, but I plan to get all Jinn for more experience. The other preset I use is the full Breathing Vidir with 3 Jinn and 1 Wand Dawn Crystal of Life for the plus 147 life experience and plus 210 life mastery. This preset is perfect for those wanting to maximize the chances of rare drops and for power leveling. Both these presets will cost billions to complete, and I suggest working your way up from the lower, more affordable crystals to the more endgame when you can afford them. For pets, we have a few different options. The Hedgehog or Llama is a must for anyone serious about life skills. Both Hedgehog and Llama has a chance of doubling the gathering loot table and increases the life experience earned. If you're lucky, you can also get the plus 5 gathering or hunting experience skill. Unfortunately, these can only be bought from the Pro Shop. Next are the life pets. It doesn't matter which one you get, as they all increase life experience and they're just reskin. Each pet has a chance to learn the gathering or hunting experience skill. The higher the tier, the more skills and life experience is increased, and luckily, most life pets can just be bought off the central market, or if you're not willing to wait, they can be bought from the Pro Shop too. Finally, we have the durability pets. The more durability reduction you have, the longer you can shoot or butcher with the chance of not using any durability, so these pets might be worth the time, but these are a little bit harder to get off the central market, so if you're not willing to wait, just buy them from the Pro Shop. As for buffs, these can range from the cheapest to the most expensive, but I'll try to make this short. You have the Seafood Kron's meal for the 10% life experience, plus 2 to movement, plus 100 to weight, plus 25 to mastery if you're trying to level hunting, or you can use the Exquisite meal for faster killing, applying plus 2 attack level, plus 2 crit hit, plus 525 max HP, plus 200 stamina, plus 5% back attack damage, and finally, plus 5 crit hit extra damage. If you need faster reloading, the Hunter Salad or the Calx Fermented Wine increases reload speed by 7%, and the Better Fresh Hunter Salad increases reloading by 13%. Hunting does have a few elixirs that can help with certain aspects of hunting. The Elixir of Lethal Assassination has plus 15 back attack damage. The Elixir of Lethal Destruction increases all special attack damage by 2%. And the Elixir of Rough Labor increases gathering item drop rate by 5%. These cannot be stacked with drafts. As for the drafts, I stick to 2. Either the Vidir draft if you're power leveling hunting, coming with plus 20% life experience, plus 3 to movement, and plus 200 weight. Or I like the Giants draft for those wanting to do more killing, providing plus 150 max HP, plus 10% to all special attack extra damage, plus 3 movement, plus 3 crit hit, and lastly, plus 200 max stamina. Same rules apply to the perfumes. For leveling, the Perfume of Swiftness is a go-to with the plus 20 life experience, plus 200 weight, and plus 5 to movement. For killing faster, only the Perfume of Courage will do, having the plus 200 max HP, plus 5 attack speed, plus 5 crit hit, and plus 5 movement. The Secret Book of Florin and Giovan Groland scrolls are great for both applying plus 100 life mastery and plus 20% life experience. Both Mercenary Life plus 50 and 150% scrolls or the plus 50% extra life experience will help out leveling hunting. Next up, we have Laura's Warm Black Tea, which gives plus 30% life experience, plus 10 gathering item drop rate, and 100 to weight limit. Finally, I personally like to use the Turning Gates buff for the plus 1 energy recovery and the plus 10% life experience. Oh, and the value pack, Kama's Blessing, and Secret Book of the Old Moon can be bought for $40 USD each month for more inventory slots, life experience, weight limit, tax from sales on the central market, more energy, more made transferring weight, and the use of the Villa Scrolls from the Nefart tent. Now we have to look at the fairies. A fairy with good skills can be the difference between dying to a pack of mobs or a few shadow lions on a bad pull, so the most important skill to have is the miraculous cheer skill for the ability to auto use HP and mana pots every few seconds. Next is the continuous care skill for the auto using of buff items, and feathery steps to increase the weight penalty reduction to carry more items over the weight limit before the weight penalty is applied. Other skills like the Morningstar lamp effect or the fairies tier to instant res if you get killed are good, but for hunting, the cheer and care skill are going to be the most important ones to try to tier 5 first. With all your gear and buffs, now we can talk about the hunting quests. Getting started with the hunting quests are really simple once you graduate your season and unlock the progression pass at the top of your screen. Here has a ton of quests to show you where to go and the animals you can hunt. Not only that, but for completing the quest, you can unlock some nice hunting rewards like the cog or your free beginner's matchlock. The Hunting Guru quest in the suggested section is one of the fastest ways to level hunting, with each giving a large portion of experience as a reward. Each hunting level bracket unlocks a higher quest for more experience, and they're really easy to complete, so make sure you complete each quest as you unlock them. We have recurring hunting quests for each location, but you'll first have to unlock the hunting quests Return, the Next Legend, and the Prelude to Hunting, which can easily be started from Twighlite here in the mountains outside Olivia. Once these are completed, the dailies inside the tracks of the Hunter section of the Quest Logs recurring tab can now be accepted, which will lead you around and start leveling hunting. The higher quest will have their own requirements, so make sure you hover over each quest to see how to accept them. For areas like Narcion, the Mountain of Eternal Winter region, and maybe Adania, and only be hunted at level 58 or higher. Anything lower will give you a hard time. Liana also has a weekly and daily for either the beehives found in the Balanos Forest, Narcion hunting animals, or those from the Mountain of Eternal Winter region. You can only choose one of the dailies. Now, while you're out hunting, you'll have a chance of proccing the bonus quest for more hunting experience, a hunting buff, and a breath piece. If you're out in Arahaza, sometimes you'll get a quest item for more lion meat. If you're just wanting to level hunting and don't really care about the quest, here's a simple list of all the hunting locations to level from beginner all the way up to guru in just a few days. Start with the Balanos Mountains outside of Olivia here. This is one of the first places you'll learn how to hunt until you can use a better matchlock or can get better gear. Moving on to the giant wolves here on the way to Etheria, or any of the mobs here in the Etheria Mountains. These are a little harder, but can still be done until you get a professional matchlock. Next up are the feather wolves here in Kama. Be careful when attacking or you'll pull a whole group. Oh, and each kill will drop your family's karma slightly, so make sure you have an alt ready to mob grind just so you can recover any lost karma. Once you hit level 58 and have at least Tri-Manus Hunter clothes, Narcion is going to be the next step with the Grass Rhinos, Shadow Wolves, and Shadow Lions. Grass Rhinos have the best experience in the game, making this the best spot to power level. Mountain of Eternal Winter region is the last, with needing level 60, but there's several spots out here the quest log will lead you around to. The animals out here are mainly good for the money, but if you're struggling to kill rhinos faster, the Snowfield Yak provide less experience but are easier. Once Adania hunting comes out, it'll probably be endgame, but I'm not sure what the animals are, the requirement, or even what kind of hunting it'll be. There are other spots like the Arahasa lion hunting, killing smaller whales around the island, and crocs here at Lake Kaya. We also have hunting bosses that spawn in certain areas too, with notifications alerting whenever they spawn, and the navigation to show where to go. Hawk spawns over here in the Cyclops land, the blue whale spawns in each region of the ocean, King Griffin spawns around the Ash Forest, and finally, Rorar spawns here in Narcion. Finally, we can get into how I make money with hunting, and before you start running around, there's a few animals worth hunting more than others. Hunting both the Frost and Shadow Wolves come in first and second place, not for their meat and blood price, but their sheer amount of animals in the group. With enough time, just the number of wolves alone can easily make billions on the rare drops and heads. Grass Rhinos can either make more than the Shadow Wolves depending on RNG or your region's central market. The price of the meat and the blood alone make the Rhinos more appealing than wolves. If you're lucky, the heads can make a decent amount of money. With the last hunting update, the amount of byproducts earned might push the money higher if you're converting into black gems, but with less numbers than wolves, I'm not really sure. Shadow lions are up next with the meat and blood, often used for the high-end alchemy and cooking recipes, making the demand higher than all the other hunting meats on the market. Not only that, but the shadow lion heads can be sold as is or upgraded to increase the value higher. Like with rhinos, the amount of byproducts drop increased the amount of money you can make. We also have the snowfield yak. Money the meat and blood can make is decent, but the head trophies aren't as valued as the other animals. The saving grace, however, might just be the increased byproducts, but that's if you're exchanging the wild spark for the black gem fragments again. Besides the animal products, black gem fragments, black gems, and the occasional concentrated black gems are worth a ton of money, especially when there's new life skill updates. If you're willing to gamble, you can increase how much money can be made from enhancing manos. Breaths are like black gems with a slight change. After crafting your master matchlock, all the breaths can either be used to upgrade the heads to yellow grade, but outside of those, they can easily be listed up for more money. Sharps are decent when hunting, but the gathering byproducts can easily earn more. Because these are used to make the concentrated black gems, gambling with manos can make a huge profit, or you could just end up wasting all of your sharps. The final way to make money is with the hunting trade items. Using the handicraft workshop, we can take those trade items and turn them into hunting trade trophies. These are just like any trade crate, having the value increased by the distance and your trade level when bargaining. Hides can be converted down each grade, either using simple alchemy, talking to Chuck Lorre, or per se here in Narcion. I suggest renting a handicraft workshop in Valencia to maximize how much money and trade experience can be earned when trading at Buckbow. And there you go, a complete guide on everything you'll need to know about matchlock hunting. This one took me a little longer having to fact check all the old information, and a huge shout out to the floor in chat for helping me correct all of the things I thought were right. Of course, if I happen to miss anything or something's wrong, let me know down in the comments below. I originally tried to make this a short guide, but after realizing how much I had wrong, it kept growing. But I've been enjoying matchlock hunting again, and I haven't gone back to AFK fishing, which is a plus. I wish we can get more hunting only buffs or a hunting treasure to give us another reason to grind hunting, but with how many byproducts we can get, I really can't complain too much now. Let me know how you feel about the changes and if they're helping you out or if it killed the market for you. I'm curious just how much these changes affected both buying and selling. I'll be back with a new gathering guide for the new year, and while you wait, if you want to see more life skilling content for Black Desert, be sure to check out the channel for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep hunting out there, everyone.